What's going on, everybody? This is Mardo from Sigma Gaming, and today I want to talk about a few things that are going on. There's some stuff that have been previewed. There's some stuff that I really can't talk about, like the Opus kits, etc., stuff like that. And I believe there's a promo coming out, but there has been an announcement that you can't talk about the promo. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not gonna, put it out there. But what I do want to talk about is that Opus 7, as everybody know, it's still coming out. I believe it's coming out November 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm looking forward to the set. There's been 2 previews that came out today that has been shown, I think, or maybe it came out yesterday. I'm not 100% sure. But I got wind of them today, this morning. And I didn't get the chance to see the cover for the Opus 7. And I Googled it, and I found the cover. And I'm like, oh snap, we're getting a new Bart's. Well, at least I believe that's Bart's. Someone said Onion Knight. I think it's Bart's. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's going to be a new Bart's. And I'm looking forward to knowing what he's going to be able to do. Because I love the last Bart's that we got, the 3 costs. And now we got the ability to attack twice if you had 5 different jobs, if I'm not mistaken, I believe. So I hope that he has something similar to that. I mean, maybe he might be a light card. We might finally get like a light Bart's. So that would be pretty sweet, nonetheless. Also, there is the Opus 7. I think they're Opus 7 starter decks. I know people talked about them before. And it was the Emperor and the Furion starter deck. They haven't yet previewed it, any of the stuff. I mean, you can see what some of the cards are saying, like, the Emperor. You can see him more vividly than the Furion. I want to know what else is going to be in there, and I think it's cool that they made Emperor be strictly ice at the moment, because the last Emperor we got was ice, and this Emperor is going to be ice, but this time it's going to be a backup EX burst. So that's going to be pretty cool. I wonder what other exclusive cards are in the starter decks. I think they tend to have, on an average that I've been noticing, about 4 exclusive starter decks cards. I believe Opus 1 probably had the most exclusive. I could be wrong. I didn't really check, but if my memory serves me right, I think they had maybe 5 exclusive. But, or they just had 4, and I'm just talking out my ass. And I believe one of my teammates, we went to, well, I didn't go, but they went to a local tournament. And they got the new dice. I know the new dice have been, talked about. And he showed me it yesterday. And these are dice right here. I think they're really dope, man. I love how they look. I know they're going to be having different color ones, like the lightning one, the fire, the ice, wind, water. Maybe I said water twice. But I think they look pretty sweet. I wish that the Opus 4 starter, Opus 4 kits that they gave us, that die. I mean, I think the die looks sweet. Looks pretty badass how it looked. It just didn't. Like, when you look at it, you're like, this is not Final Fantasy. It didn't even have a logo on it or nothing. It just looked like a regular generic dice that you can buy at your local card shop. So it wasn't like an exclusive Final Fantasy die, right? Even though it was, because you can only get it through them. I wish they had those numbers on it, on the Opus 4. Or maybe I wish they gave us these dies instead of the one that they gave us. I think that would have been so much better. And unfortunately for the people in Europe who got the Opus 6 kits, and they got that ice token or counter or whatever you want to call it, and from what I heard, it's not even legal to play. Some of them were broken. A lot of people got damaged cards. I mean, that's unfortunate, man. I hope Square steps it up in the next kit. I heard some stuff that are coming out in the next kit. I don't know. There's just rumors, so I'm not really going to go into it or even talk about it all too much. But from what I heard, I like so far. I mean, hopefully they're good, and hopefully they announce it very soon. And it's. I just want it to be better than what we had before. Not saying that what we got before was terrible, because I like the Yuna sleeves. I'm not a big fan of the Yuna character per se. I love the card, the backup, but today I really want to talk about the previews that they posted, and the first card I'm going to talk about is the ice card. Let me see here. I think her name is Yeul. My English is terrible. I can't pronounce her name. So there's a 2-cost backup. And her effect is dull, pay 1 ice, put her into her break zone, search for 1 forward and put it under the top card of your deck. So that's, to me, that's pretty interesting. Being able to, like, I mean, it's hard, right? Because you're not getting the card immediately, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have like, let's say you did the effect right on your opponent's turn, and they attacked you and you didn't block and you gave them that 1 prize. You're still gonna get that card on the next draw. It's very tricky. So I think it's a unique effect. I've never seen anything like that before, or ever heard of anything like that in any other card game. And I've played plenty of card games, but that to me is unique. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of gas. But I think what's really interesting about the card and how you can play it is on your opponent's turn, before they end their turn, you can use this effect, switch for whatever card you want, like whatever forward you want, and then on your next turn, you draw the 2, you'll get the 1 card, and you get something different. So I think that's pretty cool way of doing it without having to worry about your opponent discarding a card from your hand. So let's say she did, use her effect, and she actually searched and added it to your hand, and your opponent can play cards that can make you discard stuff. But it's a very interesting card, and I think it can come really handy in the clutch. It could be a deal breaker. So I like it. I think it's cool. We'll have to see how people play it, and we'll have to see what other cards come in the set. They might have some very interesting stuff next set. So, and I think the other card was a fire card. Let me take a look over here. I believe it was a Lulu, if I'm not mistaken. What did I do to that Lulu? There she is. Yeah, found her. Okay, so it was a Lulu, 2 costs. It's a backup, just like the ice one. Well, not the ice Lulu, but the ice card we just have on the left side. When Lulu enters the field, choose 1 forward. You may put 1 backup other than Lulu you control into the break zone. Interesting. If you do so, deal it 7,000 damage. So it's kind of like the I don't know if she's a hero rare or a legend. I think she might be a hero rare. The other 5-cost lightning backup Lulu, where you kill off one of your backups to deal 5,000 damage to a person. This is something similar to that, but I think it's very interesting that she went from being a lightning card to now being a fire card. So that's cool. She's still a backup, unfortunately. We have no 4 Lulus. All of them are all backups. I don't know how good this card is in straight mono fire. There might be some interesting stuff where, like, you can play VV, the 2-cost backup, deal somebody 5,000, then play the Lulu, kill off the VV, deal somebody else 7,000. Now allows you to play VV again later down the line, or maybe if you want to play the forward VV, you can now play the forward VV because the Lulu allowed you to get rid of your VV. Also, that VV has the Expert, so it's pretty cool. But I see this card being better in other elements, like Lightning. It's still dope. Being able to go Fusoya, do your Fusoya things, and then you play the Lulu, kill off the Fusoya, get a backup, and then deal somebody else 7,000 damage. I think that's really good. I would have to see what other cards come out in the set. Maybe there might be some really neat combos that they introduce into the set that Lulu can do. It's still too soon for me to judge the card and be like, okay, well, this card's terrible, oh, this card's great. Right now, a little bit on the fence. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what other stuff come out in the Opus 7. And I'm really more like, I just want to know what that Bart does, man. Because like I said, I love the other Barts. Unfortunately, I don't play Win. And if I did play Win, I would always play that Bart. I think that Bart's freaking amazing. But anyway, this is Mardo from Sigma Gaming. Peace out, y'all.